10 batteries, 10 different brand names, 3 different price points, and when you line them up side by side, something immediately feels wrong. The cases are the same proportions, the carry handles sit in the same position, the terminals are in the same corners, the screw patterns on the front panels match. Even the zones where the labels are applied line up almost exactly. Every single one advertises Bluetooth monitoring. Every single one uses nearly identical spec language around cycle life, discharge rate, and operating temperature. That is not coincidence. That is a pattern. Now, similar looking does not automatically mean identical inside, but it does shift the burden. If 10 brands are charging 3 different prices for what appears to be the same physical object, the brand claiming a premium owes you a concrete explanation for what changed between the sticker and the cell. Here is the core problem. Most buyers never ask that question. They see different logos, different prices, and assume the price reflects engineering. It might not. The sticker is not the engineering. And that distinction is exactly what this investigation is about. So, here is exactly how this investigation works. Because methodology matters when the claim is this specific. 10 listings were catalogued against a fixed set of variables. Claimed capacity, voltage, BMS amperage, whether Bluetooth and app support are advertised, physical dimensions, weight, terminal style, warranty length, price, seller name, and the exact language used in the manual and spec sheet. That last one is more revealing than it sounds. When 2 brands publish documentation with identical sentence structure, identical torque specs and identical warnings down to the punctuation, that is not independent engineering. 3 verdict categories come out of this process. First, identical-looking listing, meaning the surface presentation is indistinguishable but internal confirmation is still missing. Second, shared platform or ODM family, meaning overlapping app signatures. Certification numbers or BMS markings strongly suggest a common origin. Third, confirmed different design, meaning teardown or manufacturer evidence shows a genuinely distinct internal layout. That third category is the hardest to earn. The evidence hierarchy is strict. Strongest is teardown data, internal cell arrangement, BMS board markings, and weld patterns. Medium strength is overlapping documentation, shared app ecosystems, and matching certification identifiers. Weakest is external case similarity alone. A matching shell proves a supply chain exists. It does not prove identical cells or identical BMS tolerances. That distinction keeps the verdict honest. Similar is not the same as same. Every claim in this video lands in one of those 3 categories, and the category is only as strong as the evidence supporting it. Before anything gets opened, though, the exterior already starts sorting these batteries, and what it shows narrows the field faster than expected. Start with the case shape. All 10 batteries arrive in a rectangular ABS housing, with the same molded corner radius, the same lid seam position, and the same recessed carry handle, sitting flush at the top center. Not similar, the same. Place them side by side and the silhouette is functionally identical across brands selling at $22 per amp hour and brands selling at $38. Terminal spacing is the next signal. Every unit measures the same distance between positive and negative posts. The terminal hardware is identical hex head brass, same diameter, same thread pitch. The Bluetooth badge and display window sit in the same cutout position on the front face. The vent-style grille stamped into the side panel lands at the same height on every unit. Screw locations on the base plate match. Label dimensions match. At this point, the question is not whether these cases share tooling. The question is why anyone would argue they do not. The listings reinforce the pattern. Across all 10 product pages, the same phrases appear verbatim. Grade A cells, low temperature cutoff protection, 100 amp continuous BMS, 4000 plus cycle life. Charge voltage is 14.6 volts on every listing. Discharge cutoff is 10.0 volts on every listing. Claimed dimensions and weight figures overlap to the millimeter and the gram on 7 of the 10. 3 listings use the same feature diagram with only the brand logo swapped out. Here is the critical separation though. Copied bullet points are marketplace noise. Amazon sellers clone listing language constantly, and that alone proves nothing. But matching bullet points plus identical case tooling plus matching spec sheets plus overlapping manual language is a different argument. Each layer adds weight. Together, they narrow the probable origin to a very short list. The shell, though, is the least important part of this story, because what actually determines whether a battery performs or fails is invisible from the outside, and that is where the sourcing chain gets genuinely interesting. So how does this happen? How do 10 differently named products end up sharing the same molded housing, the same terminal geometry, and the same spec sheet language? The answer is not a conspiracy. It is a manufacturing model, and it is completely standard. Start with the terminology. OEM means a factory builds to your specification. ODM means the factory already has a validated design, and you license it. White label means you take that finished product and apply your brand. In the LiFePO4 battery space, ODM is the dominant path. A design house in Shenzhen or Dongguan develops a 100 amp-hour platform, stress tests the housing, qualifies a BMS supplier, and offers the entire package to any buyer willing to meet the minimum order quantity. Dozens of sellers can access the same base platform simultaneously. On Amazon, this model accelerates. Launching a brand does not require engineering. It requires a listing, a logo, and a freight forwarder. The case tooling already exists. The manual template already exists. The compliance certificates can sometimes be shared or reissued under a new name. Sellers compete at the listing layer, optimizing titles and photos and review counts, while the product itself sits upstream, largely unchanged. Here is the nuance that matters. Shared ODM platform does not mean identical battery. Two sellers sourcing the same housing can install different cells inside it. Lithium iron phosphate cells vary significantly by manufacturer, grade, and cycle rating. The BMS firmware, the thermal cutoff thresholds, the actual quality control before the unit ships, none of that is locked in by the chassis. One seller runs incoming cell testing, another does not. Same shell, different risk profile. So the shell and the supply chain structure explain the visual clone pattern. What they do not explain is whether the $38 version actually delivers something the $22 version cannot. That requires opening them up. Here is where the price spread actually lives. Pull up the 10 listings side by side, and 3 bands emerge. At the low end, roughly $20 to $26, you get bare bones entries. Short warranties, often 12 months or less, no Bluetooth monitoring, minimal listed certifications, and customer support that lives entirely inside an Amazon message thread. Middle tier, call it $28 to $34. Warranties stretch to 2 or 3 years. Some listings add a low temperature cutoff spec, a few include a Bluetooth app connection, and the brand name shows up consistently across multiple listings rather than disappearing after one SKU. Premium tier, $36 to $42 and above. The pitch changes. You see 5-year warranty claims, higher listed peak discharge figures, explicit cell sourcing language, dedicated support email addresses, and in some cases included accessories like bus bars or battery monitors. That is what is on paper. Here is the problem. Paper is exactly where it stays until you test it. A longer warranty is worth something only if the company still exists when you file a claim. A higher peak discharge number is real only if the BMS actually holds under load. Low temperature cutoff matters only if it is calibrated correctly, not just listed. Certifications on a product page can be current, expired, or applied to a different batch than the one in the box. None of that is visible at checkout. So the price tiers describe two completely different things simultaneously. They might describe a genuine engineering and support gap between a budget sourcing operation and a seller who runs cell-level QC and actually honors returns. Or they might describe brand confidence, better photography, and a higher opening bid on the same upstream hardware. The only way to separate those two explanations is to get past the listing and into the battery itself. So you got past the listing. Here is what you are actually looking at inside the case. Two batteries can share the same form factor, same terminal layout, same label design, and still perform differently in ways that never show up until month 18 of a solar cycle. The divergence starts at the cell level. Cell manufacturer matters. Cell grade matters more. A prismatic cell sorted to grade A spec has tighter capacity matching and lower internal resistance variance across the pack. A cell sorted to a looser standard, or not sorted at all, means the weakest cell in the string drags every charge and discharge cycle. You never see the grade on the listing. You see amp hours. From there, assembly variables compound. Busbar thickness changes the resistance at high current draws. Weld quality at the cell terminals determines whether that connection holds over vibration and thermal cycling. Compression method, how tightly the cells are held against each other, affects swelling behavior over hundreds of cycles. Thermal padding between cells changes heat distribution under sustained load. None of that is on the spec sheet. Then there is the BMS. Two batteries can list the same current rating on the same BMS chip and behave completely differently under real conditions. Firmware sets the balancing threshold, the overcurrent delay, the low temperature cutoff point, and how the Bluetooth data is reported. A conservative overcurrent delay protects cells under surge. An aggressive one trips false positives. A temperature sensor mounted near the terminals reads differently than one mounted near the center cell. Same hardware, different behavior. Quality assurance is the last variable and the least visible. Whether cells were tested before assembly, whether finished packs were cycled and capacity verified, whether torque specs were confirmed at the terminals, all of that changes what ships. Some of it leaks through in unexpected places, which is where the app data and the documentation become useful. Some of it leaks through in unexpected places. Here is where it gets specific. Open the Bluetooth app for one brand. Now open it for a different brand with a different name, different packaging, different price. If both batteries pair to the same underlying app, or to differently skinned wrappers that share identical dashboard layouts, identical parameter labels, identical firmware version fields in the same screen location, that is not coincidence. That is a shared BMS platform. The app is not cosmetic. It is the software interface written for a specific BMS chipset, and two brands do not independently build identical interfaces. What to look for? The pairing screen behavior, the cell voltage grid layout, the exact label text on temperature readings and cycle count fields, and whether the firmware string uses the same version format. Some brands apply a custom logo to a generic app shell without changing a single underlying screen. That gap between the branded exterior and the identical interior is exactly the kind of signal that points upstream to a common vendor. Now do the same with the documentation. Pull the manual from one brand and the manual from another. Check the warning block formatting, the charging parameter table structure, the cycle life graph shape, and the warranty claim address. Identical typos found in two separate manuals do not happen because two companies made the same mistake. They happen because both companies drew from the same source file. ODM documentation packages are real and common. Shared listing packs circulate with pre-written manuals attached. Here is the evidence standard. Stated plainly, matching app behavior or matching manual source files strongly suggests a shared BMS platform or shared ODM documentation. It does not by itself confirm the cells inside are identical. That still requires opening the case and reading the cell markings, but these signals narrow the field fast, and they are available before you spend anything. So you have identified a shared app. You have found matching documentation. You know the BMS platform is probably common across multiple listings. Here is what that actually means for you as a buyer. A listing can promise grade A cells, Bluetooth connectivity, a 100 amp BMS, and 3000 cycle life. Every one of those claims can be accurate for the factory sample and meaningless for the unit that ships to your door, because the seller may not control cell sourcing, may not set firmware parameters, may not run QA on assembled packs, and may not hold replacement inventory when something fails 6 months in. That is the real split. Not cheap versus expensive. It is accountable versus anonymous. Two batteries can share the same ODM shell and still represent completely different buying decisions. One seller has negotiated cell-grade specifications, validated the BMS settings against their own load tests, and built a support process with actual capacity test criteria for warranty claims. The other seller applied a logo to the same case, wrote a listing, and relies entirely on the factory to handle anything that goes wrong. The hardware looks identical. The risk is not. Warranty execution is engineering adjacent work. Fast replacement, documented capacity test thresholds, real technical support, and a clear paper trail are things a brand has to actively build. They do not come bundled with the ODM pack. A seller who can tell you exactly what cell discharge rate triggers a warranty claim and can act on it has added something measurable. A seller who cannot answer that question has added a sticker. That reframe matters because it changes the question entirely. The question is not which brand looks most credible or which price signals the best quality. The question is what did this specific seller measurably add beyond placing the order. So here is the rule. If two listings share the same case dimensions, the same BMS app, the same manual language, and the same spec sheet numbers, Treat them as the same platform. The burden of proof is on the brand to show you otherwise. Pay more only when you can point to something the seller actually built. Verified cell grade, tear-down photos, load-tested capacity data, documented warranty thresholds, or a support contact that answers a technical question correctly. That is a short list on purpose. Most sellers cannot clear it. Before you buy, check 5 things. Measure the listed dimensions and weight against competing listings. Pull app screenshots from reviews and compare them side by side. Download the manual and search for identical phrasing. Test the warranty contact before you need it. Find one independent capacity test under real load, not a seller-supplied spec sheet. If you have done that work, and the cheaper listing passes every check, the price difference is not buying you quality. It is buying you a logo. If you have tear-down photos, real capacity numbers, or 2 listings you suspect share a factory, drop them in the comments. That evidence is exactly what this kind of comparison needs more of. Subscribe if you want to see the next one, and thank you for watching.